Welcome back to Summer Sunrise. This is Jeffrey here at the Riverwalk Center along with Bonnie Smith from Exclusive Mountain Retreats. You know, and as the name suggests, retreats here in Summit County are exclusive, but the prices actually, after this correction, even people like me who are non-exclusive can get into them.
Well, exclusive actually stands for the type of agency that I represent, so I represent the client.
Explain that.
But
also the buyer too, depending on, but not on the same transaction.
Exactly. So I represent them as a client, looking out for their interests, as opposed to just being neutral to the transaction. But going back to your earlier point, prices are really pretty stable right now. We didn't have as much of a crash as people would expect, but we were going up dramatically almost on a monthly basis for a while there. So this is probably the best time we've seen to buy, and interest rates are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's almost like a perfect storm. There is the prices haven't started to really spike as they oft to do here in Breckenridge. Yet the money is more so available, and that so now's the time, and of course the summer is the best time to see a property.
It is. This is a great time. I noticed that we had kind of a spike in rentals during the middle part of the year. I don't do rentals personally, but they affect my life because I have to try to show property. But I noticed the last few days it's been easier to get in and see things. So if you're around and you're thinking about it, it's a great weekend to do it.
Yes. Now let's talk a little bit about. I know you were just speaking in San Francisco about kind of how the tech world and the real estate world kind of intermingle, and you have a new website.
I do. I'm rolling it out. It's about a third done yet. My search isn't up yet. That'll be up in about a week, but it's summitluxuryrealestate.com. I'm very excited about it. So you can contact me through it. And then every one of my listings has a website of its own now, like a unique website. So, and video. So the one we were speaking earlier.
Do you need any hot tub models? Because I'm available.
Okay then.
I guess they'd have to lower the price.
Check with your wife. So, but the new one I was talking about is fairplayretreats.com. And it's kind of great because it's great for the client or the looker. Because they can go online and see a link to the school system, see a link to the ski area, see a link to the golf course, get a mortgage calculator in there. I mean, everything is self-contained and a video of the property. You know,
and that's what people sometimes forget. When you buy a property, you're not just buying that real estate. You're kind of buying into the whole community, and different communities have different nuances and complexities, and that's what, Fair Play, Breckenridge, Dillon, Frisco, and these websites you can kind of preview, kind of check out all these different nuances in the communities.
But nobody else has us, Jeffrey.
No, not even close. Not even close.
So the town characters really make the area, I think.
Let's talk about how, if someone, they're watching now. They're going to go home tonight, and they might want to make Summit County their home or their second home. Give us the process. Would you check the website first, get a couple smatterings of property, and then give you contact you? Then next time they're here, you'll show them give us the process.
Well, many people go to the website process first, but you don't really know what you're looking at. So I always say pick your professionals first. Your realtor and your lender, and the realtor can steer you in the direction of a lender. Find out how much you qualify for before you spin your wheels and waste your own time. And you might think that you can only afford $200,000, and maybe you can afford $300,000, and that might make a huge difference. That's basically the difference of a bedroom, maybe a second bathroom, depending on what you're buying. So those are important things, and you really have to sit down and have a hard look at what are you going to do with the property. That's the most important thing. Are you renting it out short term, or are you going to just keep it strictly as a second home?
4530765 with a 970 area code is the number of Exclusive Mountain Retreats. And another thing is we talked a little. You kind of mentioned Fair Play. That's on the other side of Hoosier Pass, and then we talked about some of the property here in Breckenridge. Each property probably would appeal to a different type of person, but there's some great value over the pass at Park County.
There are, and some land, a little more land. Often things are on a couple of acres, which a lot of people like. Wood burning stoves, which we often don't have here. Thanks to the town council.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Just kidding. Had to throw that in.
And the price is much more affordable over there.
It is. This, for example, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on 2 acres, just beautiful with an oversized 2-car garage and a workshop, is $339.
That's incredible.
You just don't see that here. And it's in beautiful shape. It's never been rented, and it's been lovingly tended, and so So, there is a variety. I like to say, let's get in the car, drive around even first, and just get a feel for the areas.
Right.
And I can talk knowledgeably to people about, do they want that resort feel like Keystone?
Right.
Do they want the community feel like Breckenridge? Do they want a little bit more out there, like Cabin in the Woods and Fairplay? Depending on what you want, we can find it for you.
And also what I think you can bring to the table, you personally, being in the community for quite some time and actually knowing the history. Like, we'll just take some sort of rental condo project. You have a bit of a perspective of, well, this is a strong HOA. This one might be due for an assessment. This is one that you might want to stay away from because there's some units that are run down and it's going to depreciate it. And that's where a local realtor and a realtor with history can bring to the table.
Absolutely. We pride ourselves on knowledge here, and in Colorado in general, we are held to a higher standard of care than a lot of other states.
Yeah.
So, but there's no substitute for local knowledge, and I've been in town more than 25 years. So.
Yeah. Now let's talk before I let you go. Give us what you're just. I know this is off the cuff, but what you think where the best value is? Is it top end townhomes, condos, efficiencies, fair play? Where do you think, what's the next best deal?
I think middle price condos are the best deal.
That would be what? What's the price? What's middle price?
450 to 700.
Yeah.
A lot of my lookers are looking under 400, and I've seen pretty much everything. I know I've seen everything in Frisco under 400 in the last 2 weekends, and most everything in Breckenridge. But I'm seeing things in the middle, and there's quite a lot of the marketplace. I won't say there's a glut, but there's quite a considerable inventory, and that keeps the prices down.
All right. Exclusive Mountain Retreats, 970-453-0765. I have dealt with this woman professionally, and I think she's told me 2 places at least, and I can't say enough about her expertise and also just about her sense of the community. So check it out if you want to make Breckenridge your home, your second home, a vacation property. She can facilitate that need. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Have a
Where is
wonderful
that?
day.
Are the Codependents performing anywhere soon?
Hopefully, but tonight is Kevin Danzig at